Hi all you there, and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Ronald Sima, and it's been a great pleasure not hosting you for all this long time, and here I am back. And for those of you who just happened to bump onto me, it's a great pleasure and you shall not be regretting this time. For those of you who have subscribed, thanks a bunch. Thank you so much. I'm going to ask more of you maybe to subscribe after you've listened to what I'm talking about. I'm Ronald Sima once again, and today we happen to be talking about life, and according to me, life is a puzzle. Welcome to Puzzle. Yeah, we're going to be talking about life as a puzzle. How do you decipher, how do you dissect, how do you understand the puzzle, and how do you settle this puzzle called life? And today I'm going to be talking about really something that some people think it just happens by fate, others think it just happens, but according to me, I've come to realize that life is ultimately, absolutely what you make it. And what you make about life is definitely going to reflect in your life. So, we're going to be looking about life, and I'm going to be using two narratives. Life of someone who knows I'm living life, and it's the only chance I have to live it. There's no tomorrow, because I do not know about tomorrow, and the chance knocks once, so I'm going to grab it with my all limbs. If I could have extra 2 with all my 6, if I can have extra 4 with all my 8, I'm going to grab it, because there's no tomorrow. If you look at those people very carefully, you're going to realize that those guys succeed in life absolutely all the time. These are people who are what's the English word? They are normally called the marginalized, orphans, people who have grown up like in homeless places, people who have not had the equal chance that other people have had to life. You find that these people always make it. These guys really break borders. These guys are the guys that we always read in books. And if you look at the people who have grown up with what we might call a silver spoon in their mouth, these are the guys that go ahead and F up. I wish there was no risk of demonetizing this channel. I would go ahead and use that word, but I'm going to be avoiding that one because, hey, there is that risk. And yeah, so if you look at these people, in most cases they think life is there tomorrow, there is a chance for tomorrow, things are going to be there tomorrow. Chance doesn't knock once, maybe there's going to be another one, maybe there's going to be a second one. And the examples I'm going to be giving you are this. I grew up around this place. This is called Nakasero. For those of you who ever come to Uganda, you're going to come to this place and you'll find it's one of those, I would call it the Beverly Hills of Uganda. It has the National Theatre where I'm seated right now. It has the Parliament. It has one of the coolest hotels. It has one of those once upon a time only iconic buildings, the tallest buildings, all is in Nakasero, and so many other things. The State House is here. Some of you are going to call it the President's Palace. We call it the State House. So it's all here. So I grew up into this neighborhood, and if you get to realize that where I grew up, there was a washing bay. In not really the backyard, but maybe the next plot down, the next road was a washing bay. And I looked at two types of people critically. There were two boys. One boy was a marginalized boy. He never got a chance, an equal chance or a fair chance to life. Dropped out of school. He was going to a good school but dropped out of school. And in his heart, I'm very sure he kept saying, I'm going to make sure and try and make ends meet, make myself a sensible person in society. And he said, the only chance is here. I'm going to be at the washing bay. Now this washing bay was also at the same time a parking place for two I mean for a telecom company. So guys from the telecom company would come and park their cars there and go. So they had this boy who would come and wash the cars for them for a cheaper dime. And then there was also this other boy who had everything, but just chose, maybe found school not fun or anything, and he dropped out of school. But he forgot one thing, that maybe that was the chance that he had got, the last chance that he had got. So he wasted all the chances. This was the kind of guy that you would find, the car is parked and its contents would be tampered with. He was the kind of guy that would receive his clients in the morning with a bad alcoholic breath in the morning, and with time this guy started drinking because the people he called his clients lost more and more trust in him. And much as he was the educated one, he would speak fluent English, he would count well, he would read well. You would take him into any corporate office and he would communicate like a person in there, but maybe the life had cut him short. And then there was this other boy that I earlier on explained to you, who was the guy that never got a chance to get to maybe learn how to express himself in English properly. So he would fumble around with communication, but this guy was the guy. You'd find all your car contents in it. He would never put his lips onto any alcohol unless he's off duty, because I believe those two people, much as this one had a bigger chance to maybe even get sucked into the telecom company, he wasted it. He thought there was a better chance elsewhere. He played around with the puzzle. While this guy played with the fixed the puzzle and understanding that it's the last chance I have, time is running out, I have to fix this puzzle in a given time. This guy thought, oh, he had all the time at his disposal, and he wasted all of it. All of it. Now, let me give you the repercussions that happened to the two guys. The guy that had a better chance to life and ended up wasting it continued. He thought he would only drink maybe a little and get away with it. He lost on clients. The volume of clients that were coming to him reduced. While this guy that would fumble expressing himself got more clients, got more trust, this guy could not afford to get a driver's license because he never had clients. Yet there was this guy who maybe had less chances in life, made enough money, because he knew life is going. He said, I'm not going to be a car washer for the rest of my life. So he started learning how to drive, slowly by slowly turning the cars that he has to park and wash in a respective place. The guy learned how to drive, and before you get to notice, I was doing a project last year, and this guy was just not a driver, but was head of transport on a whole team of the Prime Minister's office. While the guy that had all the chances in life is dead. So are you going to say that life is a chance? Are you going to say that life is fate? It just comes at you? Now some of you are going to say, who asks to be born childless? I mean parentless. Who asks to be born deformed? I will give you something that most of you are going to believe and most of you are not going to believe, and some of you are going to say, some of you are not going to understand this. But I'm going to tell you, much as life is what you make it, it trickles down to your children. If you have done horrible things to people, those horrible things payment is going to trickle down to your children. That's the reason why I've come to realize and I've come to believe I am not the best person. I do not belong, I'm not a son of a rich man, but you'll be surprised, I can live in a frugal economy. I can sustain myself. I'm here speaking to the rest of the world. Why? It's because maybe my parents were good people around society. Lucky Dube used to say, be good to the people on your way up the ladder, because you meet them on your way down. You might not meet them on your way down, but your offspring are going to meet them on your way down. And life is going to treat them really harshly. So let's watch, take care of our lives, be better people, but also understand that, hey, we might not get paid in this life, but our children are going to pay for our sins. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a great pleasure hosting you all here onto my YouTube channel. I'm Ronald Sima, and I'd love to express my sincere gratitude to the people out there like Evento, Video Hive, Audio Jungle. You guys are great. You really create us great production incentives that make our productions fly. It's so cool. I love you so much, and it's a great pleasure hosting all of you. For those of you who really feel this is sensible, I'm going to be sharing with you more videos of things like this about life. We understand life, we break down life. You can subscribe down there. There's something red where it is subscribe. Yeah, now you can subscribe there, you toggle it, and then when you subscribe, every video that I upload is going to come into your notification as an email or anything. So my friend, please do that. Let's understand life. Life has never been a hard thing. It's just a puzzle. Let's understand it. Give it time. Understand why A is A, why B is B, why orange is orange. What do you mix to get orange? Why yellow is yellow, why purple is purple. We shall find life the easiest thing in our lives. Thank you very much. I'm Ronald Sima.